So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements overlapping.
It's a mighty effort! No, not the best of headers. Hazard.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous... Messi! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Oh, the keeper for me just made that look an awful lot easier than it actually was.
Serginho promptly onto that, and that is that. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Beckenbauer. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Van Basten, and he's away.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. It's a searching pass. Timber deals with that comfortably. Messi. So it is still 0-0. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And here's Van Basten. Cantona. Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played in by Roberto. He rises! It's in! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Villa. Cafu. And he's gone searching crossfield. Pinches it off him. But that has not gone well.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It's a quick ball upfield. Sane. Now it's Villa. Oh, good spread. And this is Sane.
That's good play from him.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pullet. Pullet plays it in. He's got tall. Oh, it's fallen loose again. He has done it. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And that was very necessary. Timber. Oh no, what has happened here? He is through here. Pullet. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And reclaimed it in a trice. He's got plenty of space out wide here. As a big header! Oh, it's come off the upright. Pullet. Davids. And it's Shevchenko. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Great ball, and Davids! And he should have made it 4.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And we have our very first corner. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Played out to the right. Now it's Sane. Sane carries the ball down the right. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today. Substitutions taking place.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And no, he's seen through all of that.
Pretty robust defending.
Cafu. Bellingham. Ball played for Kukçu. Out to the right. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking to play him in. Brilliantly cut out. And it's Sneijder.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, perfectly measured that. Gullit has created one goal already. Thuram. Chiellini. And it's Roberto Carlos. Tries to pass it through. And no, that was never going to make it. Sneijder.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Gullit. And it's Davids.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add, ambitious.
Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Beckenbauer.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Can he get it through? And that's not going to reach. Davids. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gullit. Chiellini. Beckenbauer. Oh, he's been caught napping! And that could well leave a mark. Sneijder with the short one. Davids. And now a sudden chance to counter.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pass somewhat off target. Cafu. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Bellingham. Serginho. And here's Vinicius Junior. And a chance! No mistake! They're back within reach! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's been played through. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gullit. Nicely weighted ball. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? It's a goal! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's a sharp little ball here. Looking for options for movement. It's Van Basten! Oh, crossbar! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it. Chance! It's in! Deep, deep into injury time! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose. But so bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly. Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is.
And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Beckenbauer pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now it's Sané. Tries to play it through. Sané. And he's managed to get free. Vieira. That's a lovely, neat pass. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Barcola. Nice bit of trickery.
Pretty robust defending.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Koller was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He's got... It's Van Basten! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Vieira. Sané. Well, that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh no, what has happened here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the shot, Sané! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Bellingham. And it's Schneider. It's a pretty loose pass. Not the most... Oh, what a mistake! Barcola, big chance! And he can clear it away. Messi. Iran upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence.
It's Schneider! It's hit the upright. Thuram plays it forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bellingham. And it's Schneider. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Vieira cuts out the pass. Pull it. Messi in acres of space out wide. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
He has found the way through. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Barcola has got himself a free kick.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
And it's Serginho. Foot in. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. Barcola. And this is Van Basten. Opts to play it. Great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Serginho is offering a right smile there. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Iran are looking to go forward now. Roberto Carlos. Vieira. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Added time.
Spread neatly. Oh, that's nice. Rummenigge. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
That smoking is only allowed.
How would you review the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway. So the first half brought no goals. Serginho. Conte. Beckenbauer. And it's Conte. Ronaldinho. Rummenigge. It's Roberto Carlos. Rummenigge. Now the delivery. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for the run. Check claims comfortably.
Sanek really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Bellingham. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Bellingham. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. Rummenigge! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Bellingham attempts a clearance. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's straight offside. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Sane providing an outlet on that flank. Vieira. Bullet. And that interception was most necessary. Vieira.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed,
And this is Van Basten. And there's the shot! It's a goal! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Stood up well to him there. Keeper's got good distance on that. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter.
A header! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Substitution for Iran. Number 8.
We have got changes here from both sides, in
Number
fact.
13.
So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Number 32.
Iran
Messi.
grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Number 14.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Number 20.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Thuram wins the duel this time. And it's Sané. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Schneider, played out to the right. That is good strength.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. That has ended up in no man's land. Roberto Baggio. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now that's well seen too.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Knocks it into space. Pickford breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Played out to the left flank. He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Carlos really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
All hands on deck for this one.
Substitutions taking place.
And the keeper beats it away. That has been slung wide. Oh, what a climb! Oh, that was no route. And time is up. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outsmart each other. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that
chance for a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Oh, that's neat. Lovely ball and a chance! Xavi Alonso. And here's Kante. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Xavi Alonso. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and they're...
And the finish! And it's a goal! There is the breakthrough! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Azar. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's nice.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Timber. Serginho proves just a little bit too strong.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Big chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Conte. Isco. Xavi Alonso. Nicely shaped ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Isco. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Serginho. And they've switched it over to the other side. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Xavi Alonso. Searching pass he's played there. Great ball if he can get there. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Timber. Serginho. Isco. Nicely spread. Now it's Sane. Sane going face-to-face with his great rival. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Azar. Rijkaard. Messi. And it's Azar. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, there's a probing ball. David Villa. That has ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard. Played out to the right. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Azar. Beckenbauer. Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Isco. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now he's got space here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Hernandez. And here's Torres. Tries to pass it through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Torres. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Isco. Rijkaard. Driving forward. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He can run onto that. No, it's come to nothing. Over to the left. No, again there's no way through. Nicked it back promptly. Hazard. Fernando Torres. He's had a shot! He's scored! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So that's two. Can he finish? They've done it! So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful.
Tries a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. And the shot! And he comes up trumps again. It's their second corner of the game. Isco getting this one clear. It's loose here and they'll want to reclaim it. Hernandez picks it up out wide. So, third corner of the game. Real chance! And he hits the net! Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Conte. Isco. Distributed tidily. Oh, played through for the wide man. Xavi Alonso. That's an imaginative pass. Timber cuts out the pass. Isco. Conte. And here's Raul. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that could set him on his way. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Now that's well seen too. Rijkaard. Some front-footed pressing going on here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Hazard. And it's Xavi Alonso. Hazard, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, such a clever touch. Adams. And that's going right the way across. Out again for a throw-in. Azar looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Raul. Number
Rijkaard.
22, Isco.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a throw-in.
Number 4, David Villa. Coming on the field, number 9,
Cafu.
Messi. Number 20, Pedri.
He is through here.
Number 29,
And this is Messi.
Number 12, Van Basten. Substitution
Vicious
taking
ball here.
place.
And this is Bale.
That's going in strongly.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Conte. Now Barcola. Conte. And it's Messi. Knocks it out wide. And it's Conte. Now it's Bale. Serginho kept aware, and it is reclaimed
There'll
easily.
be 5 minutes added time.
Out to the left it goes. Now it's Pedri. That's good defending, very good defending. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Nice looking ball. That's good vision. Messi does really well to win the ball there. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Pedri. And time is up. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play. And
shot at goal! It's there! That was easy, almost too easy.
yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So, a breakthrough already. Can he get it through? Nice interception, well timed. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Oh, such a clever touch. Messi. Chance for a shot! Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Haaland was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looking here to chip it through. Nicely spread. Conte. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's shifting through the gears here. Isco! Oh, taken with style. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Messi. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pedri with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Over to the left. Barcola.
Pretty robust defending.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Syria upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Messi. And it's Messi. Pedri. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Kimmich. Hoyle. There's the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Van Basten. Rice is the guilty party there. Isco. He's got away. Haaland! Oh, it's come off the upright. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Messi. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, he's found support out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Sane has it in a wide position. Rice gets a foot in here. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
So, another set play. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? Shot could be... and the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is ended up in no man's land. Now, that looks a decent ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Van Basten. Isco. It's not an especially good pass, that. Cannavaro. Kimmich. Well, that has not gone well. Timber. Serginho. Now it's Isco. Great vision. Oh, super ball. That's good defending, very good defending.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nicely aimed pass. That's an imaginative pass. Well, nicely intercepted.
2 added minutes has
We are
been
into
indicated.
stoppage time. Azar. Timber.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's making a real surge on the left. Van Basten. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And we hit half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And the game has already resumed here. Deep cross. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Serginho. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pass somewhat off target. Conte. Oh, that's a key interception. Ambitious ball here. Stood up well to him there. Pedri. Referee's given a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Isco. Messi. And it's Messi. Out to the left it goes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Messi. Elects to cross. Oh, smashing! It's hit the upright. That's a half-decent try.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Tries to pass it through. Knocks it into space. That's the keeper's ball. Now it's Barcola. Can he get onto this? He's found a way through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. He's through and all alone! He's having a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cafu. Messi. And this is Messi. Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post! Lovely feet. Now it's Højlund. Now it's Haaland. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that's been cut out, well played. That has been cut short. Tries to play it through. Rice. He's in space and looking for options.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
No, he refuses to take the bait. Now it's Haaland. In with the challenge. Spread it left. And he's managed to get free. Nice control. Messi opts to play it back. Now this could be a chance. Chance, surely! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Isco has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Substitution on the field. Number 12.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 22, Isco. Number 9.
This is intriguing.
Messi.
Next goal
Coming on the
critical.
field.
It's a very
Number
open
14,
game and an exciting
Mbappe.
watch. There are no signs of
Number
nerves or
20,
caginess from
Pedri.
either team.
Number
This pitch
23,
is go-for-it territory right now.
Substitution in progress.
Pinches it off him. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the run. Haaland. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Always onto this. And that pass just didn't quite work. Pressure stays on. It is a corner. Desperate defending required here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, good-looking ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Haaland. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution.
There's going to be another change here. And he's managed to get rid. And that will be it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Centre of attention, of course, Zico. Now he can play.
Well, you know, he isn't just a playmaker, Peter. He puts the hard yards in and he has the presence to be...
Big chance! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had... Oh, he's been caught napping! Zico had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they're back on the ball again. Oh, it's Van Basten. And he was quick to react. And it's Kukçu. He's in a good position here. Very nicely done. Oh, look at the space here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Isco tries to pass it through. First quarter of an hour gone. That pass has been well intercepted. Looking to play him in. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Luis Suarez. Cruyff gets into some space. Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And this is Van Basten. And this is Luis Suarez. And that is a good ball to find him. And he shoots! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Serginho.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Kukçu, looking for options for movement. Kukçu. And that has been knocked clear. Besiktas are looking to break at pace. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's a shade optimistic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Passing nice and neat. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Dink through. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Villa. And this is Luis Suarez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Back into the middle. Great vision. Messi. And it's Van Basten. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Chance, surely! He scores! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Besiktas are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And this is Hullet. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Isco. He can run onto that. He's found a way through. It's Van Basten! Beckenbauer. Conte. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Conte. Aimed beyond the defence. Van Basten looks to get on the end of this. And it's Cruyff. Oh, well played, well played. And the first half is done. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Takes a shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. He has found the way through. Tries to play it through. And that's another good win of the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
There's the shot! And how did he not make it 4?
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Besiktas with the corner, they're first. It's not an especially good pass, that. Delivers the ball. Suarez trying to keep this in.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Great ball if he can get there. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, good ball! Puyol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he plays one through. And he's running through! No foul, says the referee. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's managed to get free. Oh, sweet feet. Well, now here's a good battle. Oh, what has happened here? Another chance from a corner. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Kukçu. Can he get on the end of this? Pele chasing after it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he's intervened well there. Conte. Kukçu. Conte. Isco. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Quality ball. Played back in. He's trying to hit the front line here. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 15, Zico. Coming on to replace him is number 21, Nedved.
Now he's off and running. Stood up well to him there. And it's Kukçu. Has a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Messi. Conte. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd some...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And it's Van Basten. Isco. Just 5 minutes left. Ball played for Conte. It's a good spell of possession, this. Played out to the left flank. Pinches it off him. It's a throw-in. Rijkaard. Hullet. Kukçu spots it and intercepts. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Now it's Hullet.
It'll be 3 minutes added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Conte, spread out to the left. Danger averted for now. And it's Serginho.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Well, played right into his path. And that's that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, I look at this side and think to myself, who's going to make the difference? Well, there's only one answer, and it has to be Rivaldo. He's capable of producing some extraordinary...
And the shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Bellingham. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Conte. That's been slipped through. Nagatomo. Bonucci. Now it's Nedved. Arsenal finding their passes. Now it's Nedved. And he's been shifted off it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's managed to get free. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That has been slung wide. Isco. And it's Isco. For Conte. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good alertness. Rivaldo, looking understandably energised after his goal. No, that's been intercepted. Barcola goes on a charge down the left. Nedved. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Decent chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rivaldo goes short. Rivaldo. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Deep cross. Oh, well played.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's been played through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Costa Curta. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Plays it through. And the shot's on here. Van Basten gets through on his own. And now they can spring out of defence. Nedved. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
And it's Nedved. Knocks it out wide. Nedved! And that's an excellent interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. Costa Curta purring through the gears. Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Sane. Isco is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Serginho. Barcola. He can run onto that. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. And it's Bellingham. Tries to pass it through.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Tries a shot! Off the post! Nedved. Looking to play him in. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Big chance, must be! And he shoots! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Arsenal are... And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Rivaldo is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Rivaldo plays it short.
2 added minutes has been
Delivers with...
indicated.
He's got tall! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And this could be the final action of the first half. Rivaldo with the short one. And here's Rivaldo. Cross, up he goes! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Cafu, Conte, Sane, Isco, Bellingham, and that'll be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Bellingham. Number 22, Isco.
So off we go once more.
Number 8.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Nedved! It's bounced back off the post. Raul. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Neymar. Nice interception, well timed. Cafu pokes it out wide. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Over to the other side. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. He's got away. Hangs one. Climbs up big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe. Well, the way this game is offering less...
He's going for goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He has a look up. He's having a shot! Another save. So their fourth corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, this looks sharp. Some resolute defending there. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Good ball, good take. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Ah, he's given it away. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cafu. And Sané. Looking for the run. Now it's Kukçu. Kukçu ploughing through the middle. Real chance! Really well taken goal. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
He's picked his way through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Conte has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. So, what can they come up with here? So, who's he going to be aiming for here? He gets big! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Serginho. Barcola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Modric bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Kukçu. Now it's Modric. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Serginho wriggles his way through. Played out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Timber. Kukçu driving forwards. He can get that clear.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he's running through. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Modric! He's missed, but not by that far.
Modric certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Serginho. Now it's Barcola. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bonucci. And it's Nagatomo. And that's that. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me. Time and time again, he's shown he's just the best at organising a defence. What a communicator.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost... There's the shot! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Kukçu. Beckham. Batistuta. Kukçu. That's an imaginative... Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Sané swung over. Vieira. Well read, nice interception. Kukçu. It's Pedri. And here's Van Basten. And it's Pedri. First quarter of an hour gone. And the pass is intercepted. Barcola gets into some space. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense, and that has not gone well. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And the shot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Italy are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just...
Goes for a shot!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Del Piero. Lam. He is starved of space and time. He's found the way. Terrific header! Isco. Played out to the right. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Italy couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Threads one in. That's a shade optimistic. Pedri is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Isco goes steaming forward. Can he get on the end of this? Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Batistuta. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Shot could... And the shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And the shot! Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Gullit. And here's Gullit. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. So off we go once more.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Marcola has it in a wide position. And the finish! It's in! They're back within reach! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So is this the start of a comeback? Batistuta! It's a goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Pedri with the cross. And here's the chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sane carries the ball down the right. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's going right the way across. Now it's Barcola. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Otto did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party... Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
Italy are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Batistuta. Messi in acres of space out wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tries to pass it through. And big chance! It's hit the upright. Some good work on the right flank here. Pull it. Beckham. Del Piero. And Del Piero! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Del Piero clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Pickford breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Pedri. Nicely weighted ball. Sane looking to run onto it. Sane! Oh, terrific save.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Serginho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Isco. Knocks it out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Kukcu. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Beckenbauer. And it's Serginho. And here's Pedri. And this is Isco. It's Isco! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Timber. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, he's Del Piero! Brought out the best in the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
There will be
Oh, it's
3
Van
minutes
Basten.
added time.
Delivered in. Batistuta is herring after that one. Lam. And the number on the board is 3. Del Piero. And that will be